I've heard so many conflicting stories about the new Marc Jacobs collection. I decided to go on a research trip and I thought I'd take you with me. It's extra insane. I'm not sure it's one stroke intensity. Not wearing any blush. I'm going to make my own. I thought I'd buy quite a few products, but actually I came away with just 2 products. Can you guess which ones they are? With the eyeshadows, they're lined up in such a way that you can't actually see the colour. It's a bit awkward. But I got there and settled on Extra, which is a really unique colour. It's Extra. Look at that. I've actually just put a little bit of bronzer above my crease, just to give my eyes a little bit of definition. The rest of my face is me shopping my stash. I will leave all the products that I've used down below, but my foundation's on, mascara's on, eyebrows are done. So it's very creamy and that's what it looks like. It is insane and so fun. Can you see? It's a beautiful yellow. It looks like it might be totally over the top and I'm ready for Mardi Gras, but actually it's almost neutral, and I don't have anything like this in my collection, which is why I bought it. I did try serving, but it was too pink on me and made me look like I was ill. I'm really pleased that I've got this. It's a perfect fun summer colour. Just blending the edges. It gives you a sort of Euphoria season 1 feel, but in a workable way. I was really not sure about this. I got it because I didn't want to buy a neutral, and I'm really glad that this is the one that I got. And of course, if you want to tone it down, a little bit more bronzer above the crease, but I'm going to leave it like this because I quite like it. Gorgeous. I tried the dark green, which is called Try Me, the metallic green, which is called No Cap. There was this blue, and this is it. This is Unhinged, and as far as the names go, I don't mind them too much, but there's a couple of them, like Full Loaded and Pop Off. It's a bit much and a little bit cringe, but I don't mind too much. It's just Marc Jacobs having a little bit of fun with us all, I think. And as everyone's pointed out before now, it's got the cute little star. It is quite unhinged. That is the colour. Let me just warn you, I did try and remove the swatches in the store and they just wouldn't come off. And then I got home, I don't know, 5 hours later, and I had to really scrub with a makeup wipe of all things to get it off the back of my hand. It actually wasn't too difficult to get it off my lids, but it's long lasting. They say it's extra creamy with 1 stroke intensity. I'm not sure it's 1 stroke intensity, maybe 2. And it is very, very soft, and you need to be quite careful that you don't chip off the end accidentally. Let me just test if it blends easily before it sets down. So I'm going to just give myself the babyest wing and just pull it out a little bit. That's so cute. Now, should you buy any of these? I think you need to go and check these out for yourself. I don't think it's helpful to buy these online. The packaging is amazing, but it's also a little bit flimsy. I was trying to think while I was in store what it sort of reminded me of. Now, don't come for me because it is quite different, but it reminds me of NYX. It has that sort of, like, NYX is much more functional and this is basically completely insane in terms of the shapes of the packaging, but it has that sort of plasticky feel that you either like or don't like. I just thought it's just giving me NYX, not in a rude way, it just is. The mascara was kind of okay. I didn't get the mascara. I'm just going to use my blue Lash Clash. The mascara comes in black, brown and blue. When I went to the blushes, there were only 2 colours that I was kind of drawn to. Attention Please and Papa Don't Peach. I wasn't drawn to them. I've got my Spicy Marg from Rhode. I've got my Prada in Peach. With the more neutral colours, I've got Toasted Teddy from Rhode. I did go and have a quick look at the bronzer. It's the most beautiful packaging for sure, absolutely lovely and stunning, and it makes you smile when you look at it. But nothing's going to beat my Victoria Beckham bronzing brick. I've got it, there's tons left, I do not need to buy another bronzer. And whether I use the higher end Victoria Beckham or back to NYX, this is Butter Biscuit in NYX, and that's a lovely bronze colour, which isn't dissimilar, in my opinion, to the shade that I swatched. But if you want to invest, they are £35 each. I had a good dig into the lipsticks. The first one is Muscle, second one Blow Stick, third one is Eat It Up, and the fourth one is Kinky Business. The purple is called Pop Off. The pink one is called That's Hot. The red one is Fully Loaded. I didn't really find any of them particularly inspiring, and the purple one swatched with a great big lump of product in the middle. And I've watched reviews that say that it's not very long lasting. Since the lipsticks didn't wow me, I headed over to another brand new release. Take a look at this. Lisa Eldridge and Marilyn Monroe. And it's absolutely beautiful, a really stunning. I love Lisa Eldridge's lipsticks. So I looked at Amagansett. Actually, I decided to go for Norma Jean, and these are refillable. They're £45, but the refill, if you've got the casing already, the refill is actually a lower price point than the Marc Jacobs. If you're interested in this collection, I do recommend that you go and look at Lisa Eldridge's video on her YouTube channel. And the reason that she's done this now is that it's the 100th anniversary, I think, of Marilyn Monroe's birth. And she gives a lot of detail about why she called Amagansett, and basically it's a place just, I think, 2 hours north of New York. And a lot of these photographs, if not all of them, were taken there, and she looks relaxed and happy. But Lisa's enthusiasm for this collection is so gorgeous, and I love that for her. Now, why have I not got any blusher on? It's because the other thing that I bought, which is part of the new collection, is this. It's the Elevated Glow Concentrate, and this is in the shade Butterfly Light, which apparently, according to Lisa's video, way back when in the movies, Marilyn would wear Vaseline, which kind of gave her this kind of like amazing soft glow. And Lisa has saved us all from wearing Vaseline by coming up with this product, which sort of does the same thing without being sticky and awful. Very balmy. It is a balm. And I think it dries down enough so that your hair won't stick to it. The reason I'm not wearing any blush is because with these two products, I'm going to make my own. And I think I got this from Lisa Eldridge's video, but also the really helpful assistant in the store suggested that I do this. So you put a little bit of lipstick, Elevated Glow on the back of your hand, get a brush, and look at that. Isn't that perfect? So there we go, there's the final look. Do these eyes go with these lips? Probably not. I think Marc Jacobs Extra, the goldy yellow, would work quite well with these lips without Unhinged. But I wanted to show you everything that I got. So my summary on Marc Jacobs is, are they better than anything that I've got? No, not really. But if you want some cute packaging and you want to be cheered up because everything has become so minimalist, maybe it's a good investment. I think the colours aren't necessarily groundbreaking, but who knows what's coming next. Presumably he's going to launch other things, and we'll see how this new iteration of Marc Jacobs evolves over the years. But this is my look. That's my Marc Jacobs look. And that's my Lisa Eldridge look. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, do drop me a like and subscribe if you haven't. And hopefully I'll see you again soon.